Good morning everybody, it's Baz from Pukka Pickers and I'm going to do a show this morning on glass. Now glass, not a lot of people know, was invented, but it's a natural substance actually to begin with in nature. However, it was discovered properly in Mesopotamia around 4,000 years ago. Egypt that way, sort of that neck of the woods. And then since and onwards it had been developed and developed and developed. We discovered glass in around 1663, and the most famous glass maker that we had was Ravenscroft. Now Ravenscroft glass is worth an absolute fortune. It's extremely rare. If you find a piece, basically you can retire. I think the last piece I saw went for over $1 million. But like I said, likelihood of you finding that would be very scarce. And the characteristic of glass that was early by Ravenscroft, it was all made, it's very heavy, very dense because of its content, which mainly is lead. It added lead to the mix, whereas early glass was soda, lime and sand. So obviously like different formulations for glass as well. And obviously everyone takes glass for granted now. You have it in your window panes, you have the, drinking beer out of, glasses in your glass, the glasses that you look with, that type of thing. So it's all around us now. However, years and years ago it wasn't. So I thought I'd do a show on glass. So without further ado, I'm going to show you a few examples of glass, different ones. So I'm going to start off with this one, which I'm going to do best with you, best, better and best. So this is a hen, and it's hand blown. It's got a sort of really nice pattern on it. Look at it there like that. And it's all hand blown. It's crimped at the end and crimped at the top to get the neck and the sort of structure of the face of the bird. Underneath, that's its little platform. You can date this from around sort of 1960. So that's that one. And we've got this one, which again is a hand blown. It's from the same factory as well. Red and white, very nicely constructed. Obviously it's a fish. You can see there's its mouth, like a swordfish at the top there. Really nice, very desirable. Dates from around the 1960s, this piece. And it's by the same glass company as well. So have you guessed what the company is yet? Very famous company. And they've been making glass for hundreds of years, this factory. And then finally we have this piece, which is here, this one, which is the oldest of the three. It dates from the 1920s, and again it's from the same factory. Look at the work that's going to take. It's all hand blown and pulled through. The what they call the canes of glass pulled through to get this really lovely, beautiful design. And this one's an early piece from the 1920s. There's a pontil mark on this, and it's rough. It's rough, which is what you're looking for with glass, really. It needs to be rough. If it's early, it generally is rough. Generally, sort of, you find glass with a very smooth foot, pontil mark, which is where the rod's been snapped off from the glass. Normally an indication that it's much later, because as glass progressed, they sort of decided to sort of make it smoother underneath. Suppose there's no sharp edges so people cut themselves. However, so that's them three. So have a think about that one for a bit. That's the little show I'm doing for you. I'm going to come back to it. So that's best, better. Right. Have you guessed what the factory is yet? No. Well, the factory is in fact Murano, which is a very famous factory in Italy, and they've been making glass for, like I say, hundreds of years. They're still making it today. They've had many great artists over the years, and obviously it's all about the process as well. So bear that in mind when you're making your choice about best, better, best. The more work that's gone into it, the better and more expensive the piece. So that's that one. That's for you to think about, the Murano glass. I'd like to do more interactive show at some point where you can actually interact with what I'm saying and perhaps guess. And we might even do a prize, me and Quinny, for the guys that pick the best and pick the right results. So what I want to show you is a few different more examples of glass. These are from the 1930s. And so what you've got here basically is pressed glass. And I say pressed glass because basically it's made in a mould. So that's why you call it pressed glass. Now these are little like cocktail, that's a little cocktail glass. This would normally come in a set of 6. You would have, I've only got 2, so I've got this one, I've got this lovely pink one. So normally these would come in a set of 6 and you'd have, like I've got the green one and the pink one, or a red one if you like. There'd be a yellow one and a blue one, maybe an orange one, and what other colour be though? Probably white, something like that. So you'd have a set of 6 of those. They are from the 1930s. Like I say, they are sort of early. They are pressed glass. Very, very nice. Just little shape. Not worth a fortune, mind. But just nice to have in your cocktail bar. Because a lot of people do home entertainment now. Because going out, obviously, it costs a fortune, doesn't it? Who wants to pay £5 a pint all night in, night out? Because you'd have no bloody money left. So. Yeah, so your cocktail bar would be dressed with sort of glasses like this if you can find them. So I've got these 2, and these are just good examples of pressed glass, which is moulded basically done in a mould. So, but what's great about these is the frosted effect finish there, which is really, really good, and the lovely gilt edge. So they just really design really, really nice. So not worth a fortune, and you can pick these up really, really cheap. I picked them 2 up for about £1.29, with the intentions of hopefully finding the rest of the group at some point, because you will find odd glasses here and there in your travels, and you can put a nice bundle together, either sell them as a bundle and get more money, or keep them for yourself. I'll probably keep these for myself if I can find the right amount. And then it's one of them, I like doing that as well. If I like something, I might like it for a while, and I get fed up of it, then I'll probably change it and sell it for something else. I like to invest, so I just like to rescue things of a certain age and give them a new lease of life, which is what you're doing as well. So that, all you pickers out there that are doing the same things as me and Quinny, carry on with what you're doing. Obviously, I'm hoping to sort of help you learn more on your travels and giving you a few ideas of what to look for. So let's crack on. Let's crack on. So we've got this now. Now this is quite a heavy beast, and it's not a nice bucket. It's actually a biscuit barrel. Now this glass is different again. It's really, really nice quality. It's very heavy. And like I was saying before, why is it very heavy? Because of the lead content. No, it's not Ravenscroft glass, otherwise it'd be worth about £1 million. But this is actually, it's lead crystal. But it's really nice lead crystal. If you look at the pattern there, it's really, really nicely done. Really nice quality for that design. So it's crisp. You're looking for the crispness of the cut basically. It's all hand cut by craftsmen again, and just a really, really nice piece of glass. Now, lead crystal is, again, it's a different formulation of glass. So it's all about lead content. Again, it's a moulded piece, but because of the formula it's made of, and its lead content is quite heavy, then you'll get you see, it's good to, it's made perfectly for carving really. So you'd cut into the glass when it's finished with a wheel to get all these lovely designs and patterns that you can see. And lead crystal, although in some cases it's not as popular as it used to be, some pieces still are quite designable. I mean, one of the factories that come to mind that are one of the best factories are the Bohemian Crystal people, which this is probably from. I mean, it's not marked Bohemian Crystal, but just looking at the quality of it, it tells me it's something special. and it's in it's in a nice metalwork frame. It's not mega old. I think I paid around what for this piece? I paid something like £7 for it, and I would say it's worth around £45. And it's one of those pieces that if it sells, I'll sell it. If it doesn't, I'm happy to keep it. So, nosy 3 differences in glass that I've got to show you examples of today. I'll give you a few examples of glass and different types of glass. Like I say, hand blown glass, moulded glass, lead crystal glass. There are other types of glass as well, which are not examples of at the moment, but if I do come across any really interesting glass, especially the old 16th century glass, 17th century glass, 18th century glass, where it's a lead content, it's like a dark colour to it, it's very heavy, and when you flick it, it really does ping like a bell. And those are the characteristics of 18th century glass. A great sort of area to collect in, very sort of difficult to age glass as well, because it doesn't really show any signs of age. But I suppose the way of telling really is, if you do your homework, is get out there looking at different types of glass, because there is some nice glass out there and you can quite often get it for the right money. So I'm going to go back to my friends from the Murano factory. So I remember showing you this one. Let's say this one, which was the rooster. Murano glass with a lovely sort of, what we've got, orange, brown and green design running through it, like that. Nice little designable object. It's nicely made, as you can see, and that's that one. So, and then we come back to this one, which was the fish in red and white in its design. Sort of fluted body it's got as well. You can see it sort of fluted body there. Really nice designable colour, and that's the tail flips up at the end there. And this is a swirl sort of stand that it's on, so it's really nicely finished and polished. So this one dates from the 1960s, like I said before, and that's really, really nice. And then finally this one, which is again another piece of Murano glass. Now this is in a mainly blue sort of colour, but with all these different colours added to it as in the process of rolling and pulling the glass when they were making it. So it's like it's very skilled. To get a pattern like that is very difficult, but obviously the effect of it, if you look at it, it's beautiful, isn't it? And it's a great thing to collect as well, because you can pick these pieces up for not a lot of money and build up yourself a nice glass collection. So if you're looking for an area to collect in that's not going to cost a fortune, glass would be one of them. So let's cut to the chase now. So which is the most expensive? This one. Why is it the most expensive? Well, it's the earliest piece. It's dates from about 1920. Obviously, what I said about the process to do this is very, very, very skilled. Very skilled indeed. So if you see any pieces like this on your travels and it's got a rough pomple mark underneath there and it's the right money, don't hesitate to buy it, because they're worth. I mean, this is a standard blue colour, so it's not the most expensive, but it's not the cheapest either. So you're looking at something that's worth around £60 to £80. How much did I pay for it? I paid around nearly £20 for it. I paid £18 for this because I really liked it. And because they're all unique one-offs, no two are the same. Now, if you find like vases and stuff like that of this type of glass in different colours like yellows and greens, but the same type of pattern, then you're on to a winner, because I think the colours like the yellows and the greens a bit rarer, and then the money goes up great. So it goes up from nearly 100 to into the hundreds. So yeah, there's that one, which I paid, let's say, an £18 for. This one I paid. It's a bigger version of it. It's 1960s. What's great about this is what it is. It's the subject matter. It's a fish. You don't see fish that many. You mainly see Murano nowadays, sort of in the 70s, they're flooding the market with clowns and stuff like that, which aren't really worth a lot of money. So you fish. He was 15 quid, but because he's really nicely made, I reckon he's worth around 50 to 60 pounds. And the last one, which is this one, which is probably the cheapest of the three, paid 3 quid for it. But I knew it was Murano when I saw it. It's really nicely made. Simple pattern, a simple streaking sort of pattern, you know, in the body there with the orange, green and brown. And again, sort of, and then that's the foot rim there, you can see it. So they have got characteristics, Murano glass. And it is out there because it's, let's say, it's very popular. It's a famous Italian factory. It's been going for hundreds of years. And there's examples out there. So the ones to be looking for, patterns what I've just shown you there, the rarer ones, where the blue one from the 1920s are going to be a bit scarcer to find, but it is out there. The fish one, you can come across every now and again. But again, you've got to get yourself out there. But I hope this helps you sort of find, you know, with the ideas of what to look for, and you might find things, and you can look for these things now. So don't forget to smash a like and subscribe to Pukka Pickers, and I'll see you all soon with another show.